Today is September 10th, 2024. First of all, they go to the U.S. Marshal. They found 32 more children in Akron they took. When you think of the severity of the crimes and what these people are doing and the lives they're hurting, it makes you cry. I was not the only one they hurt. Where they were taking 30 children out of Cleveland in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then they were taking children here and there and women disappearing by the groves before the U.S. Marshal showed up over a year and a half ago, and they've been blowing the hell out of it. When you think of the lives and the little lives they've hurt, anybody knows anybody connected to them, tell everything you know about these people, because that's going to lead them back to the women and the children they took if they're still alive. You want to save children's lives, women's lives that were took to be sold for sex slaves or to be murdered. You want to be a hero. You want to save somebody. You want to do good in this world. Go online and report them. They'll never call you. They'll look into it and they'll find the connections and connect the dots. And if they're connected to anybody being taken or held, they will find them. When you realize these are the people that are selling and killing people, where they say they're human traffickers. What is a human trafficker? They are child molesters and serial killers. They sell women and children for sex slaves and to be murdered. They put a nice name on the worst villains. Okay? You know anybody that is messed up in the drug cartel or says they're a human trafficker, go online, they'll never call you. They'll never talk to you, just tell them where you know where they're at. And this person's connected. They'll follow them back and they'll connect the dots. They're trained to do that. Like they said in January, February of 2019, I was in Falcon Village and they were human traffickers doing this to me. Well, people in the Canton, Ohio have mouths. Calling fucking child molesters to their faces. They hired nothing but fucking child molesters to do this to her. When you look at the people that are doing this to me, you realize they're nothing but fucking child molesters and serial killers of women and children. Turn them. Okay? Now I want you to think about those apostolic churches hiring them to harm me. And I want you to think about Pam and Savannah being involved. They're nurses. Rich, entitled people come for money, which comes from money. You know, being Christians, they're supposed to appall people like this. Matter of fact, according to the religion, anyone committing adultery, they are to be excommunicated from the church. They are to find it repulsive, not her prostituting out her daughter that already had a drug dealer's baby to married men. And then having the wife and the drug dealers drug beat and rape the wife and sell kitty porn of that woman's grandkids going potty. You want to say you're a child molester? Hmm? Like they said, where she already got caught April 28th, 24, that she knew of the tapes before with Dave. Hmm? She gets connected. She was part of it. Just look at that a long time in jail. Who the hell do they think they are? Put long hair and a long skirt on you? You think you can sell kitty porn? You think you can have people drug, beat, and rape for any reason? Think you're the new little mafia in skirts? You go to jail a long time, and you hire him, makes you an accessory to having those men rape me and drug me. That's not Christian. That's Satanism. And I'll tell you what, these people, they have made it like my informant money for the case is some kind of lotto that people with the best scam can steal it. It's never up for bid. They scammed you into helping out. Where you people thought you could steal from a drugged up rape victim, a human trafficking victim, because you're such scum. And think you can come up with a scam, huh? To steal it was never up for bid. They tricked you into helping out. It was never up for bid. They lied. They tricked you into helping out. Now I want you to also think about last October, October of 23. Sunday night I was in Kohl's. This older guy and this lady's in there talking real loud. Now I have a cop around me. FBI informant, protected custody. Phone's bugged by the police. FBI. Guy's like, I went to Lisa. Asked if she was getting well for a long time before she got all the way well, and she said yes. Nobody even thought anything of it when she finally got well. Took me 9 months. Okay? But when Strain said it, they all believed it. So they hired that she was faking. Since Strain said it, they all believed it. So they hired those people to try to kill her and do all those things to her. They knew they were killing other people when they were here, and they said they didn't care. Ladies, like, if they don't care they're killing other people, you better stay out of it. I know. You know, they reported that couple saying that. Now, I want you to think, it's been 15 years since he made up that lie. Her father killed her kids, showing off. Speeding, runs through a stop sign in front of a bunch of church people into a semi, kills him and their son. Her father did it. My whole family's at home. Strange making up a lie on me 6 months later has nothing to do with them. Then they wait 15 years to snap to go on a killing spree and hunt me down. I don't even go to their church. What made them snap? See, that's the whole thing. Like people said, she didn't have anything to do with her kid's death. And that lie that minister made up had nothing to do with them. Why would they care? Exactly. Like I said, they made up a reason to kill me. And these people running around acting like they got a doctor selling my information. Give me a name. You want to play lotto ticket and win in the jackpot? There's HIPAA violations. Doctor cannot even verify they have ever seen you without your consent or talk about your medical records to anybody. You want to say somebody's selling medical records? Give me the name. I will make sure they're prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And then I will get a medical malpractice attorney and I will sue them for millions. Where they escaped prosecution for almost killing me 20 years ago, they won't escape it this time. Because you cannot involve yourself in these kind of crimes. These, like they said, rich white men did this to her. And that family want to put their name in it because they're rich and entitled, think they can have people harmed for their occult. You can't. And as Christians, they should have found it appalling Dave cheated on me. They should have found it appalling that he would even have somebody drug, beat, and rape me and stalk me. They should have been horrified. And then selling kitty porn and my grandkids going potty and such vile, evil crimes. not being an accessory to them. Huh? So, like the investigators working my case, those doctors from before, there's no way they didn't know they weren't killing her. With everything shutting down and everything swelling up, and it took another doctor to tell on them that they were lying and they were the ones doing it with the medication. Like other people say, what are they going to say when the doctor said almost killed her before and it's already deemed medical malpractice? He's trying to back and help them? Oh, give me a name. Give me a name. Because even if it's one of those, the other lady that used my insurance, was insurance fraud, give me a name. I'll own them. I'll own them. Give me a name. You want to make me a millionaire? Give me a name. I have nothing to lose. I have a dented-in skull that should have killed me. I have been raped and tortured, and they sold videos of it to 5-year-olds. I have been human trafficked and strange men beating, raping me. I've been human trafficked. I've been drugged till I lost 70 pounds in protective custody. Almost murdered several times. Do you think I have anything else to lose? Messing with the wrong person, I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So you want to give me a name? You want to give me a name? Because not only will I get the state after him, I will get a medical malpractice attorney and I will sue them for millions. You know, the investigators have even wondered with everything that's going on if that church didn't pay those doctors to almost kill me, because there's no way they didn't know they weren't killing me. You cause brain swelling, seizures, heart attacks, heart valves enlarged, thyroid, adrenal gland shutdown. Your whole body swells up to your legs are popping out of place, and you don't know it's your medicine that's killing them. You can't, And you're lying so bad you say they have brain tumors, epilepsy, MS, lupus, and the list of horrible things that aren't curable. And then that idiot drug dealer running around, oh, she was found insane. I was never found insane. Where's a quarter of it? Because it takes, 2 or 3 psychiatrists to evaluate you, agree on it, take it to a circuit court judge. They can't do it behind your back either. You have to be present. Or your rights are taken away. Where's my guardian, my social worker, my disability check? 20 years of it, you say they owe me $500,000, I have no pride, I'll take it. Because there's no court of it. There's no nothing. So and there's no 2 or 3 psychiatrists agreeing on something and going to a judge and court order finding me insane. There's no state hospital stay either. So where are you getting this? Where are you getting it? They're lying to you. So are they gonna say one of the doctors that almost killed me, they're saying they paid them off to lie? Give me a name. Oh, give me a name. Please give me a name. Okay? Because then it's going to the state board and a medical malpractice attorney is getting involved. You're going to make me a very rich person. Insanity is not curable. It's right on Google. It's not curable. Your brain's damaged. then I want you to think, I take care of people that are insane. I take care of them, I caretaker. I'm a notary. I can stamp things that stand up in court. I want you to think about that. Have to have an FBI background check for both. Can someone be insane and have those positions? No. That's why they're on disability. They're on medication. Well, you got to think of even the psychosis. If you think of the psychosis, the ones that would even, just the basic ones. Okay, let's start with even a basic narcissist. A narcissist is someone that only cares about themselves. They're self-absorbed. They don't care about anybody else. Okay? Then you go into psychopaths. Psychopaths, their brains are born basically damaged. Part of their brain on a scan does not line up in sympathy, empathy, or remorse. They feel joy, happiness, and excitement and anger, with no remorse of their actions. They're the born serial killers. They're the ones that can hurt you and not care. They think it's genetic. Sociopaths are made in a society of lawlessness that they can get away with crimes. Okay? Now, I want you to think of bipolar. Bipolar is total opposites. Your brain's misfiring. You're either happy, excited, don't sleep for a week or two. Okay? Then you crash, and then you can't wake up, you're depressed, and you want to commit suicide. Okay? Schizophrenia. The word schizo is how they act. They're erratic, their thoughts, their minds. Okay? They're the ones that have other personalities that take over. And those are like the basic ones. Now I want you to think of that. I work 50 to 55 hours a week. I take care of people for a living. I'm a DSP. I even have my med certs to pass medication for the Department of Disability. Now, people that are insane cannot even be responsible to give their own money. Their own medication. And their money, they have a payee, and all their money goes into an account, and it has to be proven that it was spent on them, or it's theft and embezzlement. Because that money is meant from the government for their care. There's no payee account. I don't have a fancy smancy parking spot. I don't get a free apartment from the state. I don't get free money. But if you want to say they owe me about $500,000, I have no pride, I'll take it. Throw in a fancy parking spot. If they're going to be stupid, I'm going to be stupid back. I take care of people like that. I'm responsible for their care when I'm out with them. Or with them. Now, I want you to think how stupid they sound. And those kind of disabilities are not curable. They can never be cured. That's why they're on disability. And they can't live a normal life without medication for the misfires. And then they can only carry maybe a part-time job of cleaning, if that, and that has to be supervised. That's why they have guardians, social workers, payees, and the state takes care of them. You ever hear the word ward of the state? They have a circuit court judge above them. See, a judge has to find you insane. And it has to be with several psychiatrists. Same diagnosis. You have to be told your rights are being taken away. It never happened. They lied. Just like they lied that I had charges, they entered their stocking tapes that are not admissible in court without me, found me guilty, and nobody told me. Do you know these dumbass idiots vote for it? That there's no legal system? Hmm? I have one traffic ticket from 1989. The FBI sealed. It's so funny. I have no criminal record. None. I have none. And when I found my background check that they sealed my criminal record, I giggled and giggled. It was nice of them. It was one traffic ticket 35 years ago. I paid my ticket, and they stamped it and said, none of your business. That's why Dave used to call me Mary Poppins. Practically perfect in every way, Karen. I like being Mary Poppins. Makes me a good person. See, people with those disorders don't have the comprehension of wanting to be a good person. I'll think how absurd, and where they act like my informant money is up for grabs for the person with the biggest scam. It was never up for grabs. They lied to you. Just like they said, they keep telling them that's that old drug dealer running around lying to everyone. They have charges, don't have charges. He's lying. Never found anything either. He's lying. And the money isn't up for grabs. He's lying. Get it? The drug dealer is trying to convince people that he can be hired to sire or stalk somebody in their home, that they don't have a right to privacy. He wants them to think that they can violate women and children and sell videos of them naked. That he can have this drug cartel go in and drug people up, beat and rape them, and drug them up and get them so stoned they don't know what they're saying or doing, and tell them to say something stupid or whatever. I've heard of things and where they laughed at me in front of the FBI in the place while they framed me. And the only thing I knew I had bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up, heart racing, a headache, almost passing out, and a severe personal infection. And these people working, they harm me. But then I look at these people and they want to put their name on it. It's like, why do you want to go to jail? Is it a cry for help? Why do you want to say you were hurting me? You were violating my family. Why do you want to, like they said, anybody stupid enough to put their name on it? These people are admitting to heinous crimes. That's evil crimes. The Fourth Amendment of your house, nobody can be in your home but protected like cases with statements in a judge's order. Not even the FBI. Criminal attorney, prosecutor's office, and police departments. And that agent doesn't have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. First Amendment protects the judge. No one can tell you to say anything. And in my case, that agent went and told on me from the time I called the hotline till he spoke to me, and on a recorded line admitted several times he had met with everyone and told on me. It's on the recorded line attached to the case. And like they said, criminal attorney, prosecutor's office, and police department. No sitting judge would sign his own arrest warrant taking your freedom of speech away. The only thing that agent can put in there is your money and immunity, and get money for working the case, and only for working the case. And he cannot withhold it. He cannot misdirect it. It's embezzlement. I want you to think of somebody in the Social Security office or VA's department. Can they steal your money and misdirect it? No. It's a severe act of theft. 14th Amendment, you cannot withhold protection, you cannot seize anybody's money or assets, but due process of the law. You have to be found guilty and sued for it. Never happened. You can't just drug somebody up and tell them to say something stupid and Photoshop a shower scene and stocking tapes in a drug scam from drug dealers and think the victim gets money. That's where these people got yelled at before, even by cops. I don't care who the hell you think you are, you can't do any of this. No, they were to be arrested by federal law the first day. The sheriffs have even told me anybody, you find out whoever is involved in this, you let us know, we want the participation. Can't investigators keep reporting it? They say stuff in stores are all tape and audio will eventually get them saying something. Oh, they got them saying all kinds of stuff. From framing me, drugging me, and telling me to say stuff. Making fun of FBI agent John. Or how they made a fool out of him. For falling for the stunt on Taser report. That they made everything up on me. And they made up retired Judge Pete. You want to play? And that it was a drug scam from the drug cartel. That it's a big extortion group doing this to me. I'm enough of this. I am tired. I've had a day. I had some guy show up today, look at me. I don't care who Agent John thinks he can get out of this case. None of this is funny. Agent John, not only have they made a fool out of you publicly, June 7th, 23, and publicly mocked you, I want you to think about the big wars. Those colonels that sent their men up on a hill to take the hill, knowing it wasn't passable, but they wanted to try. Got a whole platoon killed. What happened to those colonels? They got prosecuted for murder. And I want you to think of where people said they didn't have another way into the drug cartel bullshit. They were recruiting people in stores. Now, just think if you would have done your job and your sworn duty and arrested them for extortion, racketeering, human trafficking, rape, kiddie porn, and nailed them to your desk by federal law what you were supposed to do, and everybody involved near them, what would have happened with the drug cartel? They would have went somewhere else. You may have got 1,000 bad guys, but how many thousands were taken? They got 32 of the babies back. But they like to tell their families that they hired them to hurt me, and while they were here, they took their family. While they were here, they harmed their family members. That they paid for them to come here. You know, survivors' remorse is real. It took me a long time. I know it's not my fault that Agent did his job. I know that. It's not my fault he told on me for calling the FBI. And it's not my fault he fed me to the drug cartel. And it's not my fault other people got hurt. It's not my fault. It's his. I know that. And these people are hiring him. I know that. But when you see the lies devastated, and you meet their family members, and you know what they did to me, and what they've done to their families, it doesn't stop you from grieving over. And you're heartbreaking for them. met several families that have lost family members to these bastards that have been murdered or taken. Anybody knows anybody connected to any of this or any of the drug cartel or human traffickers, go online, report them. They may find more of them alive. If you pull Karen around the house, Karen's the case that Agent opened with statements in a judge's order. In November or December of 18, I don't think it's into January 19th, they actually said where they were taking kids to Florida, people to Florida. They called it relocating. And then you have all the other drug cartels, California drug dealers saying what drugs they were bringing here. The Florida, Georgia, Texas human traffickers, the Gentlemen's Club from Florida, Henry Mafi's group. They have the North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland drug dealers, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania, all under police surveillance. Caught with a court order for an FBI informant for protective custody with statements with threat of life. Like I said, that case stands up in court without it was taped by the sheriffs and the police departments and FBI. They don't even meet her. Officer Mark and John will probably even have their plates and videos of them breaking their crimes around. You want to see lives? 18 or 19? It's like a 007. Okay? You'll have the Kingsmen from Texas. I mean, they work for the federal Dave Hiring. You'll have all confessing the crimes. The 4 older men saying they were Gentlemen's Club from Florida and they were running it and prostituting people for the rest of their lives. You'll have them. You'll have Henry Mafi's group. You'll have all of them under police surveillance. Pull the case. Like I said, you pull the case. It says right on it, she was found innocent of everything. By Thanksgiving of 18 people. And it was already proven it was a medical malpractice, medication errors that made me sick before. Home and family physicians told the police and the feds by Thanksgiving of 18. My part of the case was over by Thanksgiving of 18. My whole family defended me. And those kids got custody and they made everything up and they wanted the house for Auntie Sean and Papa. And they were games of pretend for on Thanksgiving of 18. John defends me on Thanksgiving of 18 that nobody could say anything bad about me. Dave defends me. Joshy defends me later on, and then Danny and Joan, the boys and the other girls, my grandchildren. And like Flora said, of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. They were games of pretend, telling a bunch of adults October 23rd, 2019. And these people admitting to framing me, photoshopping shower scenes, and drugging me up and telling me to say stuff. And I had all the signs verified by the doctor of being drugged, being raped. And I kept blaming that damn water up there for making me sick. I had no idea and no memory. If they wouldn't have said a word, that they were the ones harming me. I thought it was the dirty well water making me sick showering in it. I kept telling all my family physicians that. Now I'm gonna